Am I live? Is this working? I hate this. I hate this. I'm not an experienced enough streamer to know if I'm functional.
Stream
Well,
elements.
I don't.
Stream elements bot
That's
running
an
robot
entirely
bugs.
different question. Okay, I hear things from my computer, so I think I'm live. Let's go. Let's go to our intermission/chat channel. Hello, long time no see. Look, I'm even wearing the shirt. That's how you know I'm legit. So, hi. It's been a while since I've been here. Let me throw a message in the chat. Gosh, no keyboard, right? Need a keyboard for that, I think. Boom, boom, boom.
Emma Inertia.
Hi, it's my friend's birthday
Hey,
today, and I'm
it's
trying
my
to
friend's
surprise.
birthday
Oh,
today
thank you
and
for
I'm
the
trying to
follow.
surprise him. Can you
Wow,
please
loud
use his
sounds.
creator
Okay.
code? If you want to, his code is kudo. Emma Inertia. I turned on
Dab on them.
94 your
It's my
streams.
friend's birthday today. I'm trying to surprise him. Can you
Stream
please use his creator
elements.
code if you want his? Is
Thanks
that
for
in
the follow,
Fortnite?
Emma Inertia. Smiley face.
Emma Inertia.
School
Is that
bus
for
BOT.
Fortnite? Because if so, sure. I don't have
Emma
anyone's creator
Inertia
code
has
currently in
followed.
use, so I'd be glad
Smiley
to put in
face.
someone else's. Someone's. I don't, like I said, don't have one in use at this time. His creator code. His code is just KUDO. I will. Like I said, just let me know if that's in Fortnite. But yeah, so it looks like we're live. Woo, let's go. So I don't know if the game audio is working, so I'm gonna do this. Do y'all hear that? Like there should be a sound. I'm just gonna play a game, I guess, and we'll see. If you hear the
Stream
shooting,
elements.
thank you for the next follow.
School bus
Whoever just
SOY
followed,
is now
thank you.
live. Streaming Fortnite. Bus Fortnite Philosophy Friday. Identity, mental health, and the self. Oneness and the Theseus paradox.
Yeah, so that's kind of the goal for today, is to talk about identity, mental health, and the self, oneness, and the Theseus paradox. The Theseus paradox. So I'm just going to start with that, I guess, because it's the funny sounding one. The Theseus paradox is, it's called Theseus ship. So the idea is you have a ship. It's Theseus's ship. I guess he had the ship first, so we're naming the ship after him. But he needed to get the ship fixed. Because Theseus is a goddamn warrior and he goes to war, and so he needed one part of it fixed, and then another part of it fixed, and then another part of it fixed, and so next thing you know, after multiple battles and wars and whatnot, Theseus has been in need of so much repair for his ship that every single plank, every single nail, every single screw, every single ligament and tendon of the beast has been replaced. So none of the ship bears the same materials that it once did. And so the question is it still the same ship that it once was, right? Because it's been changed so much. Nothing has changed about it, ostensibly, phenotypically, observably. It's the same ship. Okay, so I'm going to interrupt myself real quick because I tried to do this gimmick where every Friday at 9:20 p.m. I have Alexa tell me for moral support, yo, 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 this stream is bad lit right now. But I guess my volume on the Alexa that says that is way off. So it's not working, but I'm telling you about it. So, yeah. Yo, 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 the stream is mad lit right now. Thank you, Amazon device. Dare I say her name? Emma, you're going to have to tell me what you mean. Like, I don't understand. If this is like, I'm going to put in his code, I'll put in his code in Fortnite. I'm just going to try it, I'm going to try it.
What a bag,
what
with,
a
an
bag with an F. Are you talking about Alexa? Alexa. Oh my God, she heard me. Shut up! Okay. Yeah. So that's Theseus's paradox.
Underscore Medusa.
Oof. Big oof. Large oof.
Ashland.
I'm not Alexa.
No,
You're
you
not
are
Alexa
not
either,
Alexa.
so don't get too excited. Man, I have a way. So I just got. So I just started a new job, and I'm gonna grab my shit from here because these people trust me enough. They gave me two of these and a Chrome box and like comfy stuff. I'm so excited. A job that cares about my comfort and pays me well. That's good. That's a good place to be. So I will probably set these up by the couch, honestly, so I can work here. It'll be great. But right now I don't have the monitors, so if I had another, I have like a shitty monitor here. If I had another monitor, I would set it up, and then I could do my like voice mod thing, because like I used to do a thing when I was sitting over there gaming, where I had, because I have another monitor over there, I would like auto tune when I said something funny, because that's funny, and I try to be funny. So yeah. Let's go to Fortnite. Let's go to Fortnite. Let's switch over to our primary. Let's figure out. I've got already two monitors connected, so my mouse goes off stream, off the screen. I know what I'm saying. Don't look at me like that. I know you're looking at me like that. Congrats on your new job. Thank you. Honestly, thank you so much. It's Can you talk about your plans for workable Palestinian state? Are you talking about like the conflict between Israel and Palestine? Because that's a tough question. It's a matter of like international diplomacy, and there's like a lot going on there. Like how do we manage and reconcile the issues that Israel and Palestine have with each other in a world where diplomacy between the nations and the United States, namely, because the United States is a big part of that question. That's tough, I don't like throwing my own personal political opinions out there on this channel, but like, Israel's not been doing too hot in the human rights scene lately. There's been the whole like death of the journalist recently. I don't know her name. I read the stories, but I don't know her name. And it's like, man, you kill a journalist, and then like you show up to her funeral as like the state and like beat people holding her body. Like, not cool. So I don't know what you're asking exactly, but like, it's tough. It's tough. Whatever it is, it's tough, I hope that answered your question. I don't think it did, but we are readying up for solos, and yeah. So I think what I wanted to discuss today is I will get to this later, by the way, because I'm so excited about it. Let me switch back, and then we'll go back to the game. Once we land, or are landing, we'll go back. But check it out. Oop, gotta focus on my face. Hello, pretty me, smile. Yes, it loves me. Good. Okay. Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I got so many Yu-Gi-Oh cards lately to celebrate my new job, and honestly, I went cheapo, so I don't even have the ideal decks that I would if I could afford the ideal decks, because goddamn Yu-Gi-Oh is expensive. So expensive. But just got these today in the mail. Like, I'm going through this, making things work. Yes, I will go through these in a little bit after some more conflict and eliminations and death. Yeah. So what I wanted to talk about today was
cringe busboy.
I'll take that. That's fine. I accept it. I'll live with it, I think, maybe. You should have seen my stream where I drank Silk soy milk on stream because I was begging for a sponsorship from Silk, which, by the way, Silk executives or PR people, if you're watching, me and soy milk get along great. I love that shit. And look, soy, check it out. Like, it's so easy, so obvious. That's like cringe busboy material right there. Soy boy, whatever. Do the soy boy face. Whatever. Okay, I guess we're landing. Okay, good. Can y'all hear the game audio? Like, there's like the bus sounds, like the beep beep. There's a whole ass beep beep that's supposed to be happening. If not, I don't even think I'm gonna fix it, because like I don't think that's. I'd have to like step away, it'd be a whole ordeal, I think. Oh, my ping is wonderful. This is gonna go great. Oh, I need to add a whole nother like internet line, don't I? Oh no. Okay, so this is just going to be me talking about philosophy and struggling against the ping. I see how this is going to go. So yeah, mental health, identity, the self, and change it. Change. It's about change. Today we're talking about change and how change determines self. Right? Like, who are we? And also, I want to say something about the plans for the stream, because I don't know how to do this sort of thing. I've got really bad ADHD, and I get in my head about this sort of thing. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna stream, and then I plan for it. If you've been watching the stream for a while, you'll know that like I was gonna release, because with the Patreon thing, I was gonna like release, uh, you know, stream outlines, which I've been making for every single stream before this one, except, oh god, my ping is horrendous. We're going to be making strategic moves to maximize my ping loss. Oh, that's not even fun to watch, is it? Jesus. Let's just go for it. Let's try to kill this bot, man. Oh, it's a bot. It's a bot. Let's go. That's our very first kill. Oh, and we like it because we got a purple weapon. No, come on, don't do that to me. Oh, no, not my shotgun! Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off! Oh! Wow, look at me go. I'm the winner right there. That's me winning games, winning victories with a 500 ping. Yeah. So, like, the self, right? It goes through changes. There's like moments of personal adversity that determine. Well, that's not where I was. I was talking about how I'm not planning for the stream anymore because I'm getting in my head. So, yeah. Oh, don't do this to me, man. Come on. Ooh, damage to the person. Yeah, so the self goes through changes, right? And when it does, we grow, we evolve, we become someone that we weren't yesterday. I mean, and that's impactful in major ways. Like, it's personal growth or whatever you want to call it. And God, that was sad. What just happened? And so I guess the fundamental question of what I'm asking is related to what I was talking with about Theseus's paradox. Like, if we change and grow in significant enough ways, are we the same person that we were yesterday? And there's the whole analogy to be made about, we're made of stardust, and we're this different atoms or whatnot, what have you. So like, beyond that though, like, are we the same people that we were before the change, before, we went through a major life event? So if you have, someone in your life die, or if you go through a major crisis, like, you're a different person, but you're not. It's much like Theseus's paradox in that way, and that's the relevance there, is that like, people change very significantly due to life circumstances, and that whether or not that makes a different person, I think, is an important question. And so I think the fundamental topic here is identity. What is identity? Who are we? Like, what determines personhood and self? Something just popped. I still don't know if y'all can hear game audio. Is there Oh, maybe if I oh, game. Yeah, I'm just gonna like unmute the Elgato's not. Yeah, okay, cool. I think y'all can hear the game now.
Tomato
Someone update me and let me know.
0999.
Too much planning
Between
and
too
no
much
planning. There's
planning
just
and
enough
no
planning,
planning,
like a
there is
5
just
ingredient
enough
outline or a
planning,
protein, 3
like a
veg,
5
drink and dessert,
ingredient
and trust
outline,
yourself.
for a
That's a lot of
protein,
words, but I
3
support
veg,
those words.
drink and dessert, and trust yourself, smiley face.
Smiley face. I think that was a robot face, actually. Why are there noises? Oh, it's the Clombo. Let's go, Clombo. Yeah. Planning is hard. Planning can certainly be hard. So, I think what I wanted to get at with this stream is a sort of personal anecdote. Like, I've been struggling with myself and my identity and my personhood lately. I've got this new job and that's great, but at the same time, like, I'm happy, and this is a career move. This is something I could see myself doing for a while. But my goals years ago were to go to medical school and to follow in my family's footsteps of doing medicine and higher degrees and whatnot. And it's that's not what I'm doing right now, and I'm not upset about it. But I'm becoming a person. I am in the shoes of someone who I didn't anticipate. And so am I myself, am I acting in a way that is self-actualizing? I think the answer to that question is yes. But what does that mean? Like, what is that? And I think that's a very funny question to ask, because it's not something that people think about a lot. Like, who are we? What are we doing, on this planet? How are we behaving? How does that determine self? Like, I think that's a series of funny questions to ask. We're throwing airdrops. Let's go. My ping is a little better. It's like not... Oh, 500. Storm's coming. Yeah. So, when Theseus talks about, the self and... Well, not the self. He talks about the ship and identity. But what does that mean? What does it mean to be Theseus's ship? Is the ship a set of materials? Is the ship an idea? Is the ship a object of place and space? I think some people argue that it takes up a certain space. It looks like a ship, therefore it's the ship. Man, he's got off-road tires. Why is he not winning this race? I'm diverting to the fuel station. Oh, people. Yo, chill though. Like, relax. Take a breather. Ah! Yo, chill, my ping, brother. My dear brother. My ping, my dear ping. My dear brother, my dear ping. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna win those fights. It's just not gonna happen. What for? Why so angry? Why so much aggression? Now let me go to my standard streaming skin. Boop, boop. I'm ready. Let's go. Yeah. So, I don't know. I feel like myself. I'm the same person that I was years ago, and at the same time I'm not, and that's fine. That's life, we change things up. It's not meant to be static in any real way. Like we grow as people, and we don't feel fundamentally different, but we are. And that, I think, necessarily is part of growth, is part of life, is part of change, is part of identity fundamentally. Like, people are not static. The person that we were a week ago are not the same people that we are in a week. And I don't think that makes us different people. I think people are just, it's the Rick dance. Wow, I'm supposed to turn off licensed audio, actually, because I had it off so I could watch the film festival, and now I'm borderline breaking Twitch's rules if I hear roly, roly, roly and one dab of ranch. Mute all. Yeah, because that's the song that plays in the damn Fortnite lobbies. People are dynamic, I think. You know, Theseus's ship is dynamic, I'd say.
Can you grow into being more yourself?
I mean, what does that mean, though? You know, like, what is the self? Like, I think we're always ourselves, no matter which way you dice it, no matter what you do, and how differently you change. You're always yourself, right? I mean, who else would be yourself? Is there a version of yourself that's not yourself? I mean, let's say you like quit your job and you know, start shedding off all your clothes in front of the local grocery store and screaming at people about the forthcoming of Jesus Christ. That's just as much yourself as it is today, because it's you doing it. You know, is there a difference? Is there something about the self that has to be a certain way that's idealized in our heads? I think not. I think that's just a desire for us to stick with things because people don't like change. But I don't think that determines anything fundamentally true about personhood, certainly. I mean, not certainly, but in my humblest of humble opinions. Right? Like, it's not any more true to us. Be careful with what stuff? The guns? You're going to give me guns? You're going to tell me to be careful with them? Okay. He's breaking stuff. I'll let him do that. Ooh, cool. I'll take that. I will take this big pot and I will love it. I'm in love with it. Come on. Don't hang on me that bad, pals. Sneak up on this friend of ours. Ah, come on. No. Wow. Thank you, NPC. You're a good pal. That's the kind of friend I need in my life. Someone like this that will murder my enemies when I can't finish the job. Ah, no, I'm still on the wrong screen. Gosh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, let's go. I wonder if that heals him, too. I know, the ping. I know. Before anyone says anything, I'm so sorry. My sincerest apologies. So my internet setup is a combination of multiple 4G networks, and I don't have... Verizon decided they don't like me as a person. Verizon broke up with me. And ever since Verizon broke up with me, streaming has been a challenge. Oh, no. Look, it's red. It's shiny. 2 out of 3. I don't come to the Joneses very often. Maybe I should go to the Joneses. Gosh. All right, we're doing something. This is good. This is good. We've got 2 big pots. Our ping is 400, and we've got... I don't have a kill. Come on, my fucking teammate stole my kill. That's no fun. That's not fair. I will call that unfair. Oh, let's go. More chugs. Where are these things? So yeah, I don't know. Can you grow into being more of yourself? It's a tough one. Like, I think my answer is no. But I don't think I'm the only. I'm certainly not the only opinion on that. There are people that would say yes, there's an idealized version of yourself that's more authentic than the others. Come on, homie. What are you doing? What are you doing, pal? Yo, what are you doing, though? Oh, shooting yourself. Aha. Why, though? Did you do that? Huh. Wow. That's him. He did that, I think. I think he popped himself. Yeah, I didn't drop an anvil on him, but that's what the kill feed said. I'm doing pretty goddamn hot with,
Tomato Hero
200 ping. Is there a true self? I don't know. You tell me. Is there a true self? What do you think? Is there a true self? Like I said, I think my take on things is that the current self is the true self. You know, there's nothing beyond that I think is fundamentally more meaningful. There's an idealized, personal version of a true self that we might try to actualize towards in some, maybe Jungian way. But beyond that, it's all just fantasy, It's all just desire. And I don't think that makes anything more true. I think it makes it more wantable. It makes it more, romanticized. And I think those terms are dangerous when you talk about self-conception to some degree. We should, want better for ourselves, and we should want, our romanticized self-ideal, but only to a certain degree, I'd say. There's obsession as well. And if we're not the true self that we want to be, depending on who you are and where you're at, maybe you should chill and take a breath and say, I am happy with who I am today. That's a very broad answer to the question, right? I don't know if there's a true self. Ooh, look at that ping. What? What is that? What happened there? Yo, I did damage. Ha! I did damage, you fool. Now I am the fool. So, certainly can't be talking shit. No, I got out of the car. Yeah, I did. I sure did. No! It's back at 500. Yeah, this is not going to be a long stream, guys. Very sorry. So I'm just starting this new job next week. So in a few weeks, hopefully, I will have another internet source so I can do things better. Also, I will probably need it for work, because although I am getting a SIM card, one of my Wi-Fi networks is through a wonderful internet service provider that I want to emulate called Calyx. I don't want corn. Why would I ever want... Oh, I do want corn! Wow, look at that. You never know you need corn until you know you need corn, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. If you're watching this stream, you know what I mean. Wow, that noise came way late. And I'm getting a new SIM card in the mail from Calyx for free. So hopefully maybe that'll just fix things right up. Woo! Oh! So disappointing. No! Oh, you're weak. You must be weak. There's a whole fight I missed. There's gotta be, like, some damage. Oh, come on! That was damage. It's gotta have been damage. Yes! Oh, Constant Thorn is a total bot name, isn't it? The school bus is coming. The school bus is coming. Homie, I live in a school bus. You ain't got nothing on me. Right? I must get an in-game advantage because of that. Oh, come on, come on. You're not in the driver's seat. You know what that means, right? Like, I'm getting in your bus. No, 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 no. Let me build. Let me build. Let me build. Let me switch here so you can see. Oh, wait, let me see if this action cam works. Da 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 da. Oh, there it is. Boom. What's up? What's up? Side view. What's up? Side view. Check it out. Look, you can see the curvature of the bus. Woo, woo. Yeah. Uh-oh. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? Hello. Back. Yeah. So. Yeah. So I've got my neighbor wanting to stream with me fairly soon. To do something that I was going to stream, actually, and I mentioned it to him. I was like, hey, I was going to stream about free will, and he has talked about his interest in that topic and wanting to venture there and talk about free will and what that means. And I don't know exactly what he wants to say, but I streamed with my friend Michael from Philosophy Club the other week. If you check out my VODs or if you saw it, yeah, we talked about pantheism. So streaming with people, I think, is nice because, one, takes some of the pressure off me trying to game and talk at the same time. And at the same time, I just said at the same time, so now I'm reusing a phrase. But it, gives me freedom to have to think. It's hard to multitask like this. As a professional multitasker, it's not the easiest thing in the world. Yeah. So, I don't know. Is there a true self? I guess that's the question of the day. Is there a true self? No. No. None of that. Ain't no true self. That's my take on things. I'm going to say this is my last game. I'm just going to call it right here. My ping's not getting any better, so this is just going to be consistently frustrating. I'm going to go land Loot Lake, finish my quest, and hope this is not the shortest game in the world. Ah! Alright, so I guess I threw the phrase oneness in the title. What does that have to do with things? Being one, you know? I don't know. On some Buddhist lingo here. What does it mean to be one with oneself? What is that? What does that look like? Who? Oh, come on! I'm trying to switch screens. Well, thank you. I'm glad you thought really so. Fun. Yeah. He's a fun guy to talk to. He's a fun guy to be around. He said he was going to come by this week, but then couldn't end up hanging out. Doomsday Division. Oh, no. Come on. Ooh, purple weapon. Yeah, no, so next week I'm gonna have my neighbor on.
Tomato Hero
He's a
999.
good conversationalist.
And do people have only one self?
So I think that's a really good question. Do people only have one self? Discussing this idea of, the dynamic self kind of makes it sound like there is, the way I've worded things at least so far has been like, oh, there's this one person that is me, and I am that person, right? I am either acting through or I am that person and channeling that energy, perhaps.
Tomato
But I
Hero
wonder.
999.
Yeah,
I kind
I
of think we
wonder.
have multiple selves.
So what does that mean to you? And I wonder what that means to other people. Like, what does it mean to have another self? Do you switch between the selves? Is there something fundamental about any one of them that is you? Uh, that's an interesting thought process, right? Like everything about that is kind of funny. I think most people
Ashlesn.
think of just the one
Introspective
self.
memory, remembering that you want to do something in the future. A big question is whether the brain sets aside processing power to monitor the environment for cues that the target behavior needs to be carried out, or whether it is more of a dormant process that reflexively happens when the associated cues appear. In my opinion, the real question now is what combination of these two are happening.
Okay, so the question is about remembering that you want to do something in the future. Okay, so you're planning, so planning. A big question is whether the brain sets aside processing power to monitor the environment for cues that the target behavior needs to be carried out. Right, so like preparation based on environmental cues, or whether it's a dormant process. Okay, so the question is about whether or not it's cue determined or kind of reflexively dormant. I gotta say, I don't know quite what that has to do with the self and identity, but that's a good question that deserves to be addressed. Oh, come on, homies, where are you at? Um, I don't know. So I think there's good ideas on both ends of things. I think my background. I think I've or at least I've got more familiarity with the cube. Why can't I get out of the water? I'm jumping. Why can't I jump? Oh, my ping is that bad, huh? It's just not letting me jump. There's no jumping. Uh, so, like, I would say that the brain is always setting aside processing power to monitor our environment for cues. I think both of those sides are the same thing. Um, like the latter, I think, is a
Many
fake front
underscore
for the
Medusa.
former. Thank
Love
you.
the TBS.
I'm glad it helps me too because I hear it over on my laptop, so I can and I also don't have to read questions out loud that are kind of complicated. Um, it's like so the latter example, the dormant process that reflexively happen when the associated cues. I'm just letting myself die. I can't even get out of the fucking water, so it doesn't matter. But like I don't think there's a difference there because those associated cues are always being searched for. You've got like I don't know whatever frontoparietal area that's involved in planning and executive function, and then some kind of like back of the brain area where there's like a visuospatial processing loop, and you're always looking for those things. Like the brain doesn't have to set aside processing power because it's just processing. It's always processing, it's always thinking, it's always watching, it's always observing, it's always uh looking for feedback. So
Tomato Hero 999. Freud talked about ego, ID, and superego. Some
it
psychologists talk about internal family systems. I think many people have an inner critic.
um yeah, they do. Okay, so now I'm having two conversations. Okay, let me finish the first one. Well, the second one. Let me finish the second one. So yes, I don't think there's a real distinction there. If I'm not understanding your post, Ash, help me understand it better because I think that dormant process is just the process. And the first one, where it's like, oh, the brain's setting aside processing power, that's that dormant process, just in different words. And so, there's like, it's not like the brain has to set aside processing power, because the brain is always processing for cues. We've got like mirror neurons, and we've got other associative neurons that react to the environment around us. Like the somatosensory cortex feels, the auditory cortices listen, the whatever. There's more to it, so that's the constant, I think. In response to Miss Freud, ego, id, super ego, internal family systems, the self, the inner critic, right? And so, then the question becomes like, is it us as an individual, right? Like, do the we're just gonna spectate, I suppose. That might be a better way to do this. There's like something about the self that's easy to break down into parts, right? That's why Freud got as far as he did. But I don't know that makes it different people. I think it makes it... I think human beings love categories, right? I don't think this is a debate much. We love to break things into boxes so we can understand them better. And Freud was particularly good at this, and he identified boxes that people love. And I think that's what makes a lot of people famous. Famous ideas are box breaking and box identification, right? Like, oh, this looks like this, therefore we should call it X, Y, and Z. But how much of that is fundamentally true, and how much of that is pareidolia and ease of human understanding? So sure, there's an inner critic, of course. There's an inner listener, if I want to call it that. There's an inner evaluator. I can make up terms too. Don't make me a Freud, but might make me a fraud. I don't know that that's as separate as Freud made it sound. I don't know that id, ego, and superego are different identities. Sure, they're aspects of the same identity, but I think what's important to note is that they're inseparable. Freud, I think, would have agreed. They're one and the same. They may react differently, and they might be different parts to a whole. Get out of the car, man. Get out of the car. You're gonna burn. You burned. You done burnted. Ooh, he got the fish. This guy's gonna die. He does not have a good setup here. Yeah, I think they're just one and the same. There's nothing distinct really about the I and the secret I. It's the same Oliver. It's the same tomato hero. It's the same Medusa. It's the same Ash. No matter which way you dice it, your superego and your ego and your id and your, it's the same people. Like, let's look at Lord of the Flies, right? So that book had characters that represented the different parts of the self, or at least, I don't know, when I talked about that in high school, we talked about how Piggy was like, or the guy that kept saying Piggy, was that his name, Piggy? I don't know. He was like the superego and this whole thing. And like, I don't know, you take Piggy out of the equation and it's a whole different person. It's a whole different group. It's not the same. You've changed the person. You've removed part of the person, part of the identity, the greater self, if you will. And so just drop the big bot. Those are 3 minis. Come on, man. Go to 100. It's like who are we, What determines that? Put a whole ass balloon on his back. I don't know, but these are interesting questions, and my ping's bad enough that I ain't got too much more in me for this. This Fortnite is not going too hot. So, but at least I'm glad I showed up. I'm glad I, appeared and spoke, did some talking about something that matters to someone, hopefully somewhere. It's kind of the goal of these things. I will try to keep my consistency up. I'm going to be working like, I don't know, let's see, 9 to 7, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. For Wednesday off, 40-hour work week. No, check it out. Checking out Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I said I would show you all my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'll briefly show you. Got a Gishki deck. Very gimmicky Gishki deck running Obelisk and Convulsion of Nature with the true name. I have got a Magician Pendulum deck and an Odd Eyes deck. A Speed Droid deck. As you can see, I really love the pendulum mechanic. And I've got a Numeron deck because I'm a stupid degenerate. And that's it. Thinking about getting an Eldritch deck down the line. These are random cards I got from eBay. Look, they put Change of Heart back at 1 on the TCG. It's pretty cool. Yeah. So, food for thought. I had a good homemade burger today with my ex. That was neat. That was food for thought. And it was a good burger too, so certainly food for thought. And this is food for thought. Everything is food for thought. I'm hungry. I'm gonna make some bacon and eggs. But thank you all for showing up. Y'all are appreciated and loved and wonderful people. To the people that did not show up and are watching this as a VOD because you couldn't show up, you're bad
Tomato
people.
Hero 999.
Well, thank you back.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah! It's a good Friday evening, guys. And gents and ladies and they thems and Zers and whoever. I hope everyone has a wonderful, swell, beautiful, absolutely fantabulous remainder of your Friday nights. And yeah. With that, I bid everyone adieu. Let's see if I can get my mouse working here so I can... Come on. Come on, cooperate with me. Yeah. Whoa, no. I've gotta go. Peace. Bye. Hold on. Wait. Oh yeah, I gotta look again. Wow, bye. Nope, that didn't work. Let's try that again. Bye. Come on. No. Okay. Yeah, that works. Bye. Woo. Bye.
Tomato Hero 999. Virtual hug.